All right, guys, this is your Thursday, and this is going to be a recovery regen day for you. Okay, so going through a good foam roll, going through a good mobility session, a little bit of stability work, and then a low intensity steady state exercise, preferably on a bike, elliptical. Just try and get off of your legs today. I don't really want to run into any shin splint issues, so take this day off from any sprinting or from long distance running. If you want to get a little ball work in, something like that, that's fine, but try not to be too aggressive with the pounding on the legs, okay? So to start off, we're going to go through a foam roll. You're going to start with your calves, work your way up, your legs going into your IT band, your groin, your quad, and all that good stuff. Get the center of this real quick. Okay, so start on your calf, rolling for about 30 seconds to a minute on there. Then working up to your hamstring, 30 seconds to a minute. Okay, from here, going into your glute. So if my right glute is on the foam roller, I'm crossing my right leg over my left knee, and I'm foam rolling there. Work your way around. Try and get into that glute knee, which is on the side. Okay, if you feel a little bit of tenderness, just pause there. If you want to move your leg around a little bit, that's fine too. I'll try and get onto that spot as well. Okay, so from there, we're going to move towards our IT band to the outside of the leg. My right leg's on it. Get my left leg out in front for support. Working just above the knee, up into my hip pocket, and going for your prescribed time there. From there, you're going to flip just right onto the quad, going one quad at a time. Going from just above the knee, up into your hip. If you find a really tender spot, just pause on it. Do a few leg curls, nice and slow. Find another spot, a few leg curls, nice and slow. From there, we're going to work on our groin, so we're going to flip over. Going from my VMO, that little teardrop on your quad, okay, into your groin, up and down. If you find any tender spots, again, just pause on it. Do some deep breathing, and they should relax. From there, we're going to work onto the front of our shin, so the meaty part of your shin, not your bone, the meat. Going into a pigeon type stretch, and just rolling out from just below your knee to just above your ankle. Again, taking your time on this one. If you find any tender spots, just breathe through it. Last one on there, you're going to go into an upper back foam roll. So just starting at the base of my rib cage, going up into my traps, just below my neck. Finding any tender spots, then drop your butt down to the floor, starting on the base of my rib cage. Big inhale, big exhale. Driving my shoulders down to the floor. Doing a few reps there. And then moving a few vertebrae up towards my head. Same again. Inhale, exhale. Bring my shoulders down to the floor. You may feel a little bit of crack in your back there. Find about 3 spots. All right, from there, that's your foam roll portion. We're going to move into the mobility portion of it. Okay, so we're going to start going face down into a prone scorpion. So what I'm going to do, my arms are out to my side like a crucifix. I'm bringing my left heel up and over my body, tapping the floor, and then back into it. Alternating sides, going 5 reps each side. If you want to pause in the bottom of it a little bit, get a little bit of a low back stretch, that's fine too. All right, from there, we're moving into a 90-90, okay, with reach and rotation. So my hips are 90 degrees, my knees are 90 degrees, and then my feet are 90 degrees. So knees together, my palms are on top of each other to start. I'm going to inhale, exhale, open up, bring my right shoulder to the floor. The back of my hand touches the ground, and then I'm going to come back in, reach past my hand and reset. Going prescribed reps there, then flip sides. After that, we're going to work into a bent knee hamstring stretch. So grabbing my hamstring, bringing my knee up towards my chest, extend as far as I can. Okay, try and straighten up that leg. If you start shaking a little bit, that's fine. If it's too easy for you, bring your knee a little closer, and then try and get that range of motion. See, I can go as far there. I'll work that, get my reps. Okay, trying to get a little farther every single rep. From there, we're going into a leg cradle, okay? So grabbing the outside of my quad, grabbing my shin, squeezing it towards my opposite shoulder, reset. Getting a little bit of movement there, getting a good stretch in the outside of your glute and hip. From there, we're gonna move into a pigeon hold, okay? So I'm gonna go my knee out in front of my body, okay? All I want here is to get a good stretch on the outside of my glute, okay? So you can come down to your forearms or you can come up to your hands, whatever's more comfortable for you. You don't need to force this leg out, okay? If you can't get there, okay? So just bringing that heel in a little bit tighter and feeling that stretch in the outside of the glute. By pushing it down, you're gonna get a lot more out of it than trying to keep 90 degrees in that front leg, okay? So again, hold in there. You can mess with the range of motion a little bit, push to the outside, come down to your forearms to intensify the stretch. You have a minute on that, and then you're gonna flip sides. So from there, we're gonna go into quadruped rocking, so my right leg out to the side, sitting back into my heel, my arms are locked out, getting a good stretch in that right groin, and then rocking back out of it. Little pause on the bottom, hold, and then rocking out of it. From there, getting both sides, we're gonna get into a half kneeling hip flexor stretch. So I'm stacked, knee, under hip, hip, under shoulder, nice and tall. Okay, from here, you don't need to drive your hips forward. You're not really stretching out your hip flexor there. What I want you to do is tuck your tailbone underneath you, squeeze that glute as hard as you can once you're tucked, and reach up tall. You're gonna feel a big stretch all the way up this lateral line in your hip flexor, okay? More so than if I was to relax and just drive forward. All I'm getting there is a little bit of a ankle stretch, if anything, okay? So stay tall, tuck under, squeeze, and reach up as high as you can. You're gonna feel a big hip flexor stretch there. Again, getting both sides. After that, going into a world's greatest. You guys know this one pretty well. All I want here is a pause in each position, okay? So driving that hip to the floor, pausing for 5 seconds, okay? Opening up, pause 5 seconds, rock back, pause 5 seconds, and then get into your next rep. Last one on there, we're gonna go sideline and quad stretch. Grabbing my shoelaces, and a good quad stretch, and just hold, okay? If you wanna stretch anything else out, do it, okay? This is just some basic movement patterns for you to go through. Take your time on all of these if you wanna add extra sets, extra reps, whatever it may be, okay? So from here, we're gonna move into the stability portion. So after you get nice and mobile, you wanna make sure that your muscles are staying engaged around those joints. So we're gonna go in opposite arm, opposite leg from a quadruped position. So hands under my shoulders, knees under my hips. Nice flat back, okay? Long from head to the end of my tailbone. All I'm gonna do is reach out with my right arm, my left leg, get it fully extended, bring it into the middle, little tap, and reset, okay? I don't want to see a big arch in the back, okay? I don't want to see this. So staying nice and long from head to heel, feet in the middle, coming back out. If that's tough for you, all you got to do, reach out slightly in front of the body, little pause, get long, and then come back in. Okay, going 10 reps each side. From there, we're going to go into our DNS Star pattern like we did the past 2 weeks, as if I'm doing a clamshell, okay, doing the warm-up with the mini band on. I'm on my left forearm. I'm going to bridge, extend my hips out, okay, and then I'm going to drive my hips back. Okay, let's bring in our arm into this now. As I'm down, I'm reaching out. As I'm coming up, I'm rowing back. Reaching out, rowing back, okay? Big bridge up, good squeeze in that core, that outer glute, and reaching out, okay? Getting both sides there. Make sure you get a little pause on the top, squeeze that glute through. From there, we're going into our Turkish Get Up, however you want to do it, whether it's with a shoe, a slide, lightweight. If you're feeling good with it, you can challenge yourself with the weight a little bit. So remember, my right heel is into the ground, slider's on my right hand. I'm coming up to my forearm, my hand, I bridge my leg through, sweep that leg underneath, coming up into a half kneeling position, standing up tall. Okay, then we're going to turn. Reverse lunge, windshield wipe behind my body, hinging my hips back, bridge through that right heel, bring that leg through, coming down to my forearm, my shoulder, and I'm reset in my starting position. All right, guys, this next one is going to be the single leg stability tennis ball throw. So you're going to go one set, both legs, eyes open, one set with your right eye closed on both legs, and then one set with your left eye closed on both legs. So for this, it's just going to be right leg, tossing it back and forth, catching against the wall, tennis ball, lacrosse ball, whatever you have. You can make it a little bit more difficult for you, get lower, get higher. Okay, after that, switching legs, same thing. A little bit lower, a little bit higher, and then we're going to close our eyes. So we're going right eye closed, same thing. Okay, challenging yourself, trying to throw it to the edges of your peripheral vision. Switching legs, same thing. And then you're finishing off with the opposite eye closed. Get into your low intensity bike, swim, elliptical, walk, whatever it may be. Okay? Again, this is your Thursday recovery day. If you got any questions, leave a comment, send me a message.